Hi, this is Carrie the Button Lady, and here you're on my channel. Thank you for checking me out. If you like what you see, please subscribe and ding on the little bell down below. So I'm known as Carrie the Button Lady. Why? Because I have buttons. And I also channel Melchizedek. So you'll know on my channel I have a video of my very first channeling. So the way the button readings work is, I'm going to do one right now, is when I pick them with my eyes closed, that's my heart picking. When I pick them with the eyes open, that's my head picking. So I'm going to just do it for everybody. So I'm just going to pick some here. So we have this. So sometimes when I pick them for me, it's messages for myself. So this is gray, and you can see the kind of cracks in it. Okay? So YouTube for me is new. It's new in the sense of doing videos. So I'm just learning to do that. Get people to know what I do. And see, this one's like purpley white. So just talking about being on YouTube, it's the right thing to do. And I'm being guided to let people know what I do, and this one actually, it's kind of interesting because you can kind of see through it. And if you look behind it, it's a see-through. So this, if I'm getting a message from this button, there's a lot of green in there. So there's a lot of healing that's been done. There's a lot of healing been done, and I'm ready to step out and to just let people know who I am. Who I am. Am I nervous? Am I scared? Just a bit. Because when you put yourself out there in front of people, people will judge me. And you know what? It's okay if you want to judge me. I've been doing this for, and it's black is not bad, by the way. It's just the unknowing. See, a lot of people don't know who I am. You know, I've traveled around a lot. I've done button readings all over the place. But people in Canada know that I'm the button lady. So when I think of this, these eyes, it's like silver lining on the inside, and on the outside, just the unknown. But I'm listening to my guides really well, and I follow my heart a lot. So I get out of my head. So I just this one keeps coming through. So a lot of people that come on to YouTube that are looking for stuff, you see in the middle, there's like this little baby. I can see a baby in there, and then you got the square around it, and then the circle. It's like we grow into this conditioning that teaches us to be into a box. You know, get a job, get married, have children, do all that stuff. Be like our parents, you know, do what our parents have done, because they're the ones that conditioned us. They're the ones that taught us. And then when we get to a certain age, either through sickness or divorce or something traumatic, then we start looking outside that box, you know. We start looking outside that box and trying to find something better. Because it's really interesting, because I like to talk about energy, like we're just energy beings. It's funny, all these people that are talking about it on YouTube now, and I've been talking about energy beings, channeling from spirit for a very long time, over 20 some years. But see, no one knows me, so now I have to get out of the closet, so to speak. So you're an energy being. So this is just your egos. This is just our heads. This is just our vehicles. So everything that we're taught as children, it's just our vehicle. Okay? So when we're little, we have to have somebody teach us how to run this vehicle, because our energy is so big that, in this body is so tiny, that it has to grow into it. So when you first are born and they slap you on the butt, that energy comes into your body. But it doesn't fill it all up. As you grow, it grows. So this is where the conditioning comes from. So for example, your heart chakra doesn't fill up till you're a teenager. Don't get me wrong, they all fill up a little bit each time, but they really fill up at different stages. So your solar plexus, for example, fills up when you're 2, 3, you know, or even from 3 to 6 when you start going to school. So these chakras are really a part of your energy being. So that is when it comes in to your vehicle, your physical body. each one of these chakras fills up when it's supposed to. So at that time, you have an agreement with whoever, family member or school teacher, whoever it is, to help you with that agreement that you agreed with before you come into the physical world. So when you think about this energy being coming in and it's really big, like where a lot of us are old souls and we come into this little body, we have to be taught how to grow this body. You know, like our energy being has no physical part, so it doesn't know how to walk. That's why we have these vehicles. So our parents' conditioning teaches us to walk, you know, get up, do it again, get up, do it again. Over and over, it's repeated into our vehicles, what we need to do as we get conditioned. So when we get to a certain age, and teenager, for example, when we start rebelling because we don't want to be the same as our parents, but we end up being the same as our parents. Why? Because they're the ones that conditioned us. They're the ones that conditioned us. See, this color, this button is all the same color. It's all brown. So our parents, they are a blessing in disguise, because, you know, on the other side, in heaven, when we contract these people, the people that we trust the most on the other side is who we bring into this lifetime that treat us the shittiest. So it's interesting to see. For me, I had a very abusive, dysfunctional marriage. And on the other side, we've been many past lives together, because he's the man, or this lifetime he was a man, other lifetimes he's changed. So we are like this on the other side, and we trust each other to get the job done. This is why we come into this lifetime together. Okay. You see, everything is about love. Everything is about love. We have to go through this. We have to go through this to get to the point where, you know, I'm tired of fighting, or I'm tired of being sick, or I'm tired of being broke. You know, when you start feeling happy, that's when things change in your life. So we talk about emotions. See how this is like kind of wavy, but this is about the heart, living through the heart. So this is where we're taught through our heads. Now, when you start living through your heart, what ends up happening, you start learning more about yourself. You start learning more about yourself. Okay? A lot of us recognize the repeat patterns we do. So this is like just patterns that we do over and over again. So maybe we meet the same guy, or we meet the same friends, or whatever it is. So you get to that point where you start meeting people that are showing you your patterns. So your energy being, your higher self, is very intelligent, and it's the one that's got all the control. All the control. When you're ready to change, your higher self gives you everything you need to change out of here, out of that box. But you have to listen. You have to be to that point where you're fed up and you want to listen, or you want change. And this one's really interesting because it's actually cherry. So this really reminds me of the root chakra. Because when we think we're being protected and we're not, it's like that root chakra is not this, it's wounded, so to speak. It's out of balance. So this whole journey of this lifetime that we have chosen to come into, it's exactly perfect the way it is. It's exactly perfect how we wanted it. You know, when you come in, like the first buttons were all darker colors, and now they're getting brighter, because you got to realize that you chose this earth visit. You are the one that's creating your destiny. You create every day that you wake up. Okay? A lot of you live through your ego. A lot of you live through your heart. So it's really interesting to see how you can get this through the button. So this is how it works. Another pink one. Okay? So these buttons are kind of connected to me because I'm the one picking them. But if you were to pick them, then different messages would come up. So I do button readings. I charge $150 an hour. And you can get a hold of me at hermriecarey@gmail.com. And I'll add it in the box below. Or my phone. Yeah, just email me. Okay? Thanks, YouTube. And I look forward to doing more of these.